career win number 100. Just about ready for baseball here on date night at the Big A. Sit back, relax. We've got lineups and first pitch when we return. Hyundai, uncensored. See what they're saying at mysocalhyundai.com. By CarMax, now more than ever, the smart choice is CarMax. And by Shakey's. Win a pizza party for 10. Go to Shakey's.com. Well, another warm day here in Southern California. Beach weather during the afternoon. And why not take in a baseball game tonight? Supposed to be a sellout crowd here at the Big A. And, of course, the Dierks Bentley concert will follow immediately after this contest, but we got a game to play here.
I was hanging out with him a little early today. I feel pretty cool.
You and Dierks are tight now. Let's take a look at Eric Wedge's lineup for the Seattle Mariners. They're 5.5 back in the West at 43 and 46. Ichiro leading things off in right field. Brennan Linus, the shortstop. Dustin Ackley is at second base. Miguel Oliva, the cleanup hitter once again. Adam Kennedy gets back in the lineup at first base. Judson Smoke drops down a spot. He'll serve as the DH for the second time this series. Kyle Seager still looking for his first major league hits at third base. Greg Hallman had a couple of hits last night in left field. He's playing center tonight. And Carlos Pinheiro will bat ninth and play left. Taking on Pinheiro, who comes in with a 4-3 record and a 3.90 ERA. Both guys, Pinheiro and Pineda, like to work very quickly.
They work quickly. A little different contrast as far as the fastball for Pinheiro. He likes to work that fastball down in the strike zone. 87 to 89 range, good slider, curveball, split finger fastball, very effective. last game out established his all-speed pitches early in the ball game. That's why he was so good.
Ichiro Suzuki takes a strike to start this game off. Ichiro 1 for 4 yesterday. He had a bunt single in the 5th inning. Picked up his 23rd run and batted in as he grounds this one to short. And Eric Ibar quickly retires him, and that's how the game started last night. Defensively for the Halos, Vernon Wells in left, Mike Trout in center, Torrey Hunter is in right. You've got Meister Asturis and Eric Ibar on the left side of the infield. Howie Kendrick and Mark Trumbull on the right. Hank Conger had the home run last night, is back behind the plate.
And you mentioned Meister Asturis at third base. Should be very active. 204 career starts at that third base position. With Pinheiro with that sinking fastball down and in on right-handers, and of course away on lefties, third baseman becomes that much more active. Meister with those great hands at third base.
There's Brendan Ryan, the shortstop. Had a 1 for 3 game last night. Picked up an RBI, his 26th. Hitting .253 on the season. No home runs, 26 runs batted in. He's got 12 doubles and a couple of triples. There's Pinheiro. Delivers the off-speed pitch up and in. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. Pinheiro coming off a victory against the Tigers. Gave up a run on 5 hits and 7 innings of work. And starting to really get that sinker to sink the way he really had it going last year. Especially against a very tough Tigers team. That was the Monday game, July the 4th, as that pitch is down low, and it's 3 balls and a strike.
And that's where Pinheiro is going to have to live to be successful. He needs those calls right at the lower part of the strike zone. The hitters to swing at that pitch.
Full count now. That victory on July the 4th, the first home win for Pinheiro since May the 10th, snapping a 5-start winless streak. And a couple of no decisions prior to that, one against the Nationals, the other against the Florida Marlins. 3-2 on its way, and Ryan swings it, misses, and there is out number 2. And of course, Pinheiro, not a strikeout guy, just his 35th in 83+ innings this year.
There's a little bit of an off-speed pitch too. A split finger fastball. Ryan out in front. Ryan's got generally a contact hitter, but it was fooled by the speed of that pitch by Pinheiro.
Dustin Ackley, the second baseman, takes a strike on the inside corner. Ackley last night 1 for 4, hitting .295. The sinker is in there for a strike. See Todd Titchener calling the balls and strikes today. Looks like he's willing to call a lot of strikes. Jerry Davis at first, Greg Gibson at second, Sam Holbrook did a nice job behind the plate last night. He's over at third this evening. Ackley takes inside, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, Holbrook very consistent behind the plate last night. I like what I saw of Pinheiro, that 0-1 fastball with running action inside corner. Excellent spot.
Missed outside, 2-2. Trying to work both sides of the plate, establishing that early. Full count. Miguel Oliva, the catcher and cleanup hitter, awaiting his turn in the on-deck circle. Here's a 3-2. This one slapped to left field, chasing Vernon toward the corner, and he will track it down. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Pinheiro. We head to the bottom of the first. Asturis, Hunter, and Abreu against the rookie phenom, Michael Pineda. Tosha's lineup for tonight's game. The Angels looking for their 10th victory on this homestand at 48-42. A game back of the Texas Rangers in the West. Meiser Sturis back in the lineup. He'll play third base. Torrey Hunter is in right field. Bobby Abreu the DH. Vernon Wells is in left as the cleanup hitter. Howie Kendrick at second. Eric Ibar at short. Mark Trumbo's at first base. Hank Conger behind the plate, and he'll bat eighth. Mike Trout made his major league debut last night, went 0 for 3. He will bat ninth and patrol center field, taking on the 22-year-old Dominican right-hander by the name of Michael Pineda.
Pineda with a very, very good fastball. 92, could even rush it up there to 98 mile an hour. Two-seam fastball, four-seam fastball, good movement, very good slider, developing changeup. Devastating in the strike zone, but he does have a tendency to leave some of those sliders up in the strike zone. He's allowed 8 home runs this year.
First pitch is in there for a strike on Meiser Sturis, who has struggled on his homestand, 4 for 29. Hitting .277, 4 home runs, 20 runs batted in. Quickly in the hole with no balls, 2 strikes. Pineda with an 8-5 record and that .258 ERA. Another big, tall right-hander the Mariners feature as Sturis goes down swinging on that slider. And there is out number 1. Defensively for the Mariners tonight, you've got Piguero in left, Hallman in center, Ichiro's in right. Seager and Ryan on the left side of the infield, Ackley and Kennedy on the right with Olivo behind the dish.
So Kyle Seager make a great play at third base on a chopper down the line to get a force at home. Last night's been very good defensively so far early in his career with the M's. A third-round pick by the Mariners, a guy that can play some defense, eventually he's going to hit at the big league level.
Torrey Hunter steps to the plate here with 1 out, nobody on, and Pineda delivers a strike. Torrey went 0 for 3. His average at .241 with 9 home runs and 40 driven home. He's got a couple of guys creeping up on him too as far as the RBI totals. He's the team leader at 40. Ibar's got 38, as does Mark Trumbo. A sneaky 38 for Eric Ibar too. That pitch is inside.
The career high 6 home runs this year.
A couple of bases loaded triples has helped his RBI totals. Good hitters counted 2-1. Torrey swinging through the fastball.
Tell you what, this Seattle pitching staff, you might not want to break out a basketball game against me. If everyone's about 6'5" to 6'8" on the staff.
Yeah, Pineda 6'5", listed at 245. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back punch-outs for Pineda. There are 2 outs here. Bobby comes to the plate. We'll take a look at our Hyundai key to the game.
No Guns N' Roses tonight, Victor. You know, Paradise City, it's been such an effective homestand, being at home at the Big A. 9-2 mark. The pitching's been outstanding. The clutch hitting and, of course, the defense. Game-saving plays, including the play by Mike Trout in right center field last night before the walk-off home run by Mark Trumbo.
I like your choice tonight.
I told Dirks the other day we used sideways on one of his because we're going east to west on the pitching. Pinheiro did that in the first inning for us.
Abreu takes a strike. We get a country superstar in the house and you suck up.
Yes.
Why?
He's a cool dude. He loves baseball.
That's it. That's all it takes.
He's a cool dude who loves baseball.
You automatically just throw the bib on and suck up. Okay. So you got that going for you.
Yes.
1 ball, 1 strike here on Bobby Abreu.
It's good to have something going for you.
Proud of you, man. Bobby went hitless last night, 0 for 3. Hitting .283 on the year, 3 home runs. Flips this one foul on the left field line. And it's 1-2. Not too many comfortable swings so far from either Sturis, Hunter, or Bobby Abreu.
Well, nobody's had a book on Pineda yet for this Angel Club. First time seeing him.
Bobby's swings and misses on the breaking pitch. 3 up, 3 down via the strikeout. 1 complete here at the Big A. We have no score. Mike Trout throwing out the first pitch, number 27. No, that's Willie Frasier. How did Mike Trout get Willie Frasier's number? That's unbelievable. Kind enough to join us here, former Angel pitcher, currently the advanced scout for the Halos. Nice job. Wait a second. Did he bounce it?
No, it was good movement. He was ahead of the count and got the swing and miss.
I think my son shortchanged me a little bit.
Did
I think he alligator armed me a little bit. If he could have just reached out and got it, it would have helped me out.
How have you been?
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
You enjoying the advance work?
Yeah. You know, it's nice. It's a chance to be a part of the game and give back to the team and be a part of that team thing. And it's pretty cool.
Shocker, you're up here and you get a pitcher, you get a ground ball in. Hey, by the way, did you ever do what Pineda did in the first inning, strike out the first 3 guys?
No, if I struck out 3 guys in the game, I was doing good. Not his first inning.
All right, what's the scouting report on Michael Pineda? Because we've heard,
fastball is big fastball, 92. He'll get up to 98. Little movement. He's still learning what he needs to do and how to pitch. Slider is inconsistent at times, but it shows really plus at times too. And then he's got a good changeup. It's coming. He reminds me a lot of Felix when Felix was a younger guy. He's just kind of getting through the field. Thanks, dude. You got to help guys out. I appreciate it.
Yes, I'm here for you, Willie.
He's the consummate teammate.
You know what he is? He's a giver.
There's no doubt about it. One out here in the second. Adam Kennedy with a 1 straight count. The great Willie Frasier will be performing live at the Improv next Saturday.
I got to do something for the throw.
Oh, man. Well, aside from the advanced scouting stuff and hanging with the family, anything else? Have you playing any golf or just kind of hanging out? You do a lot of the stuff with the Angels anyways.
Yeah, there's no time for golf doing this thing. I'm 2 series in front of the team the whole time. So when they go home, I go to the next series. So I'm on the road quite a bit. And then now I live in New York. By the time I'm done, it's too cold.
Yeah.
So Mike Scioscia obviously likes what you've been giving him so far this year, especially in this homestand. The team's been playing extremely well as far as putting it all together. This is what everyone envisioned in the organization. It's finally getting these guys healthy and putting as far as the staff together, the defense, and the hitting together all at once.
Yeah, it's cool to be a part of that, to see it happen. And I was in the meeting the other day, Thursday. And Scioscia's great. And working with Butch and everything else is just terrific. And to see the guys starting to figure it out and come together as a team. Good things are coming.
Willie, how much has things changed? As far as the scouting side of things, advanced work from a pitcher and 2 pitchers sitting here next to me, as far as reading scouting reports versus what you put together from an advanced scout standpoint.
I try to, as the advanced guy for me. When I was playing, I don't know how Gooby was, but I wanted to know hot zones, cold zones, where I could get a guy out and where the danger was. Now, with the technology out there, it's unbelievable how much information these guys can obtain. But with the hitters, I try to give them a chance to take a pitch away from a guy. He's got 3 pitches, maybe he only uses 2 to a lefty. And try to give them just a slight advantage, or if he's tipping his pitches, or they're doing different stuff on the defense, I try to give them the edge.
I often wonder when you do this advanced scouting, Willie, the fact is not every pitcher's the same. Everyone's different pretty much, whether it's their arm angle or how hard they throw, what kind of fastball, how it moves, if he's right-handed, left-handed. How do you differentiate that to be able to give that information to Mike Scioscia and the staff to make sure they're in position to be defensively, to be in that spot to be able to catch a ball that may in turn help them win a game?
Well, the funny thing is I try to, Dino wants me and Scioscia wants me to kind of keep an eye on what other teams are doing to guys, and then everybody has tendencies and stuff, and you try to see, but I don't know how we're going to pitch all the time. Sometimes Santana's going to pitch one way and Weave is going to pitch a different way. So it changes back and forth, but I just try to give them a basic plan and where his strengths are.
What would be the scouting report on Gooby as a player?
Gooby, nasty fastball, would not be afraid to knock you right on your backside real quick, and then tough to pick up. Now, thank goodness I didn't have to pick him up or see it. We pitched against one another a couple times, but his breaking ball was nasty and hell of a competitor.
Were you one of those guys that was screaming at him when he was on the mound, as he was screaming at everybody else?
I try not to get him stirred up. There's some guys who just, it's like leave that sleeping dog lying.
Really?
You don't want to kick the bear. Leave him alone.
Hey, Victor, me and Willie were managers of a team down in fantasy camp that won the championship.
Oh, I've heard.
With Tim Meade came in for us and won the big game. We won the championship down there.
Gooby wears the championship ring all the time.
Oh, yeah, we got trophies and everything. It was great.
It's awesome.
We had a great time. I had to take Tim Meade out of a couple games, and he was not happy about it. Tim, you're going to have to go. No. Yes, you got to go. Get out.
He dropped the no on you?
No, he was not happy. He would not let me have the ball. And so finally I had to take it.
Well, that's why you guys were a championship team, because you asserted your authority. I mean, you announced your presence with authority.
Well, Goody sent me out there.
Oh, well, see, there you go. Willie, always a pleasure, man. I wish we had more time.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
You got it, buddy.
My pleasure.
Nice job.
All right, guys. Take care.
We head to the bottom of the second. Still scoreless here at the Big A. Great looking crowd here at the Big A tonight. Packed house with Dierks Bentley concert afterwards. Our thanks again to Willie Frasier. He's an all-timer.
Oh, he's the best.
Vernon Wells, Howie Kendrick, Eric Ibar take their chances here against Michael Pineda. He faced 3 batters in the first inning, struck out all 3. 2 on sliders, 1 on a fastball.
It's all downhill from there, though.
It's got to be. Slider is outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Vernon had a 3-for-4 game last night, including his 13th home run. Now has 33 runs batted in. Swinging through the fastball there. And it's a ball and 2 strikes.
When early on in the game, you see him, he tries to establish the strike zone with his fastball, 90-91. Then all of a sudden, as the game progresses, that fastball is even more firm at 94.
Got him with a high fastball. Make that 4 up and 4 down with 4 strikeouts. Pretty impressive start for Michael Pineda.
Boy, that free and easy arm motion that he has, the fastball riding up in the strike zone, very difficult to hit.
The balls in a strike. Howie Kendrick extending his hitting streak to 17 games last night, going 1 for 4. A 306 overall average. It's 0-2. 18 pitches thrown by Pineda, 14 strikes.
See, for me, against a guy with this type of stuff, he's very, very effective at it, a full windup. You take away that type of downhill action from the stretch, that's when you have a better chance. You got to find a way to get on base to change the way he throws the ball.
Fans follow the Angels at foxsportswest.com/Angels. Log on to catch Matt Money Smith's column on Jared Weaver. Here are the final results of our Angels poll question. Who's been the best American League starting pitcher this season? Jared Weaver running away and hiding at 70% of the vote. And well deserved as well.
No question. An ERA at 1.86 in the American League.
Ibar last night 1 for 4. That leadoff home run, his 6th. Trying to bunt, he pops it up. Miguel Olivo will make the catch. It's not a strikeout. 6 up and 6 down, however, for Pineda through 2. No score. Pitchers duel so far. Pinheiro gave up a 1-out base hit in the 2nd inning. He's picked up a couple of strikeouts. Facing Greg Hallman here, the center fielder. And he swings and misses on the breaking pitch. 8-9-1. Hallman, Pinheiro, and Suzuki. We have Damian Fernandez and Yorba Linda, right? Yorba Linda, that's where you're from. Kids run the show here at the Big A, and he's kind enough to join us here in the booth. Make sure the camera's way out there. Can you wave? That everybody in Yorba Linda. It's actually Yorba Linda right over there.
I know, it's clear day.
You see your house?
Yeah. You see it out there? Look at that view.
Man, that is tight dew. Hallman fouls this one back. Well, we're glad you're here, Damon. You got to bring the Angels some luck.
It's a cool view up here, isn't it?
Hallman last night went 2 for 3. Had a double his 2nd. He's got a home run on the year. 3 runs batted in. Swing and a miss. Down goes Hallman. There's out number 1. Nice job, Damien. See, we got it. You come here and Pinheiro gets a strikeout. Proud of you, man. Keep it going. That'll bring up Carlos Pinheiro, the left fielder. Pinheiro had the night off last night and had to start in the opening game of the series Thursday against Jared Weaver. Went over 3, including a couple of strikeouts. A little bounce in Pinheiro's step tonight. It looks like things are clicking for him. Not to jump the gun or jinx it, but you see the movement on all of his pitches so far.
Yeah, not only establishing the fastball, but it's been his off-speed pitch has been excellent. His slider's been great, sharp break to it. Split finger fastball, very effective as far as change in speeds. Very good as far as pounding that strike zone. 20 strikes of his 30 pitches.
It's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Pinheiro hitting 190, 6 home runs, 19 runs batted in. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Halos, like we mentioned at the beginning, a game back of the Texas Rangers. The Mariners 5.5 back. Oakland 10 back at the start of the day. Oakland's taking on the Texas Rangers, leading them right now at the bottom of the 5th in Texas by the score of 5-1. Pinheiro bounces one toward the middle, and that's going to get into center field, a base hit. So 1-out knock for Pinheiro, spins the lineup back to the top. Fans, the Angels Kids Go Beyond program honors children who have gone above and beyond to make a positive impact in the community. At select home games, the Angels will honor those children selected during a special pregame ceremony. Visit angelsbaseball.com/go beyond to learn more and to nominate a child that goes beyond. Ichiro 0 for 1. He grounded out to short to start the ball game. One of 2 ground outs for Pinheiro. This one's lifted out to left field. Vernon Wells positioned perfectly, makes the catch. 2 outs. Pinheiro heads back to first base. It's always good too when you get a guy like Ichiro to not go through an extended at bat and have you waste a lot of pitches. Swinging first pitch, get the out.
And I still think the effective way to get Ichiro out is throwing a lot of all-speed pitches. Show him a fastball to keep him honest, but if you can get him out just enough in front, you're taking away a good part of his swing.
Brendan Ryan, the shortstop, a strikeout victim in the first, so he's 0 for 1. One of 3 strikeouts for Pinheiro. The fastball. This is down and away. Pinheiro doesn't run a whole lot. Not a very big lead for him over at first base. The Mariners 7th in the American League in stolen bases. The majority of the damage being done by Ichiro. As Ryan takes down low, and it's 2-0. Suzuki with 23 of the 69 stolen bases this year. Sean Figgins has 9, but the Angels have not seen Sean Figgins in this series. Sean once again off to an incredibly slow start. So much so that it's forced the youth movement in Seattle. This one grounding toward third base. Meiser Stewart with the diving stop, and they force out Pinheiro at second for the 3rd out of the inning. We head to the bottom of the 3rd with no score. Halos here in the 3rd inning, setting up Trumbo, Conger, Trout. It's Michael Pineda. He's retired the first 6 in a row. He had the first 5 guys retired on strikeouts. You see the American League record 7. Joe Cowley of the Chicago White Sox did it.
Joe Cowley did it?
Yeah, May 28th of 86. I'm sure you pitched against him.
Yeah, he threw a no-hitter one time. I think he might have walked 8 or more guys in that game.
In the no-hit game?
In the no-hit game. He was effectively wild at times.
Mark Trumbo last night, 2 for 4, including the walk-off home run, his first of his major league career, .256 average, 15 home runs, 38 runs batted in as he chases the high fastball. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Boy, Pineda doesn't waste any time in between pitches. This is good to see for a young pitcher.
Slider belted into left field. It's a leadoff base hit. Kind of got around that slider.
I think Willie said it best earlier. Willie Frasier, the advanced scout for the Angels, he gets at times loopy with the slider out over the plate. That's a work in progress as far as that pitch. Underneath it, kind of spin over middle of the plate, and Trumbo hit a rocket in the left field for a base hit.
Cali had 7 walks against the Angels.
In that no-hit game, 7?
Yeah,
I know he had a lot that game.
Gave up a sac fly, and the Angels actually scored a run. It was a 7-1 win.
That's got to be a weird feeling. You throw a no-hitter, you give up a run, you walk 7. But it's a no-hitter, though.
Yeah, absolutely. But A.J. Burnett had that one. He was up there, too, wasn't he? 8-9 walks?
Yeah.
San Diego gets Padres. He's a member of the Marlins.
That's when he was throwing about 97 in that game.
Yeah.
Joe Cali didn't throw 97. He was the guy that spotted the fastball when need be. Good breaking ball, though.
The 1-0 pitch. Conger takes outside. 2 balls and no strikes. See what Pineda could feature here, working from the stretch for the first time this evening. It's a young man who's got at least 5 innings in each of his first 17 starts. It's the longest stretch for a Mariners pitcher since Bob Stoddard. September 4th, 1981 through October the 2nd, 1982. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Bob Stoddard,
yeah,
huh?
5 innings, at least 5 innings in his first 17 starts. And the American League Rookie of the Month in April. It's 4-1 and a 2.01 ERA. Nice way to start his rookie campaign.
You can see why we'd have a chance to go in 7+ because he throws a lot of strikes. He works quickly. His defense is in position to make plays behind him.
Young man of 2008, 2010 Mariners minor league pitcher of the year. Eric Wedge kind of took him into spring training. Every intention, really wanted him to kind of grab a stranglehold on one of the rotation spots. And he certainly did that. Got 17 innings in spring training. At a 2.12 ERA, and showed enough as far as stuff is concerned to earn a spot in that rotation. It's the first rookie turn a rotation spot for Seattle since Freddie Garcia did it back in 1999.
Freddie Garcia, when he first came up with the Mariners, had outstanding stuff.
Good old Chief. Here's 3-1. Conger takes a fastball for a strike, full count.
3-2 count, no outs. Might see Trumbo moving.
Mike Trout on deck. Debut last night, 0 for 3, but made a spectacular running catch to Rob Franklin Gutierrez. Set up that walk-off home run. Trumbo goes. A 3-2 is fouled back off the mask of Miguel Olivo.
Had a pretty good swing at that 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Well, he had his head down on that baseball well. With good balance, lower part of his body. Kept his head back. That's what you want to do as a hitter. You want to have that your chin hit your back shoulder when you're following through on your swing, not pulling off the baseball.
Trumbo over at first base, leadoff single to start the bottom of the 3rd. Takes off again to 3-2, foul back again. Hank hanging tough there on the pitch that was down and away from him. That's twice now that Trumbo's taken off, but both times not the best jumps in the world against Pineda.
It's pretty difficult to steal against, too. Pineda's very quick as far as to the plate. He's allowed 3 stolen bases, but 5 base stealers have been caught against him. Quick move, very quick to the plate as far as his times.
Again he goes, and he lays off the breaking pitch. He did not go. Don't worry about the throw down to second base, because the third base umpire, Sam Holbrook, says that Conger did not go, and that's a walk. So a single and a walk puts 2 men on with nobody out here, and Mike Trout coming to the plate. Eric Wedge is going to come out and argue this with Sam Holbrook. I don't know what you could argue. He didn't go around, so
I don't think you can argue that.
It's ball 4, so it doesn't really matter. And the home plate umpire, Todd Tichenor, asked for help.
This could be a quick one for Eric Wedge.
A pretty heated argument on a check swing. Jerry Davis, the crew chief, coming across the diamond. Tough angle to tell as to whether or not he went around. But Tichenor did not make the call whatsoever, asked for help at third, and Holbrook never hesitated. He made the safe call.
Well, you credit Sam Holbrook for letting Eric Wedge express his opinion, not elevated any more than what it was, because Eric Wedge was pretty heated there.
I was trying to figure out why it took him so long to come out of the dugout. You wonder if he wasn't even paying attention to that. He was probably looking down to second base. The throw from Olivo clearly in time to get Trumbo. The reaction of Brendan Wise probably would spark the. It was a heated confrontation with Sam Holbrook.
And there was a check swing in the game last night in which they didn't go their way. Also, that still made a little residual effect for that one.
So 2 on and nobody out for Mike Trout. 0 for 3 last night. His major league debut. Hit the ball in all 3 plate appearances. A fly to right, the ground ball to short, and a line out to center.
I mean, number 9 here. A lot of times you think bunt. This isn't your typical number 9 hitter.
Corner infielders are playing in for Seattle. Trying to bunt. The ball hits him in the batter's box. Todd Tichenor making the call, and it's no balls and a strike. Seager, the third baseman, playing right around the cut of the grass. Adam Kennedy, the former Angel, is playing in at first base by several steps.
It almost looked like he was bunting for a base hit there.
Yeah. And why not with his speed? Showing bunt again. This one bunted on the third base side. Pineda, bare hand throw, and it hits Trout. Trumbo's coming in to score, and it's 1-0 Angels.
That's some crazy speed going down the line. Mark Trout, that was a great bunt. Forced the pitcher to throw it, fielded with his bare hand. It was a breaking pitch, a much easier pitch to be able to get down on the grass.
You would think that's an infield base hit and an error. The call has not been made as of yet. The ball was taken out, and it's being registered as such, but
I wonder if Eric Wedge got thrown out of the game because Robbie Thompson came out to argue that play.
Apparently Eric Wedge went down the tunnel after coming off the field. His conversation with Sam Holbrook. We never saw Holbrook make any particular call. And Mike Trout does get credit for his first major league hit, an infield base hit. An error on Pineda, giving the Angels their first run. Here's Maicer Asturias, still nobody out. Runners at the corners. And Asturias takes down low. Boy, what a bunt by Trout. Nasty slider from Pineda after fouling off the first fastball. Pineda clearly just got off the mound fantastically. Got to the baseball, but realized that Trout's speed was getting him down the line probably a lot quicker than he anticipated.
I mean, it's amazing how quick he got down the line. Nasty breaking ball, deadened the baseball very well. Pineda got off there quickly, strong throw, and he's right at the base. That's how quick Mike Trout is. What it reminds me of the first base hit that Bo Jackson ever got in the major league. A chopper down the third base line, and everyone assumed he was going to be out, and he just went flying through the base and got an infield hit for his first hit in the major leagues. That type of speed.
The 1-1 pitch. A strike on the outside corner. It's 1-2. Hank Conger's over at third base. He had that base on balls on the check swing. Helped set up this inning after Trumbull led off with the base hit to left field. First base runner of the game coming in the third inning. Trying to go back outside. It misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trout with a pretty good lead at first base. Pineda's 2-2. He's in the dirt. Nice block by Olivo. And a full count. You wonder if Mike's going to take off now.
Yeah, 6 wild pitches for Pineda this year. Overthrew that slider down and in. Olivo did a nice job of keeping that ball in front. No one could advance. Again, the Angels taking advantage of those mistakes their opponents are making on this homestand. Been playing very well, 9-2 so far in 11 games, but taking advantage of that bunt play and scoring a run.
A full count on his dirt. Still nobody out here in the third. Torrey Hunter's on deck. Trout takes off. The 3-2 is fouled off to the left.
Making almost sense. We talked about that in the first couple innings when Pineda was just throwing strike after strike from the full windup. Just a different angle he's thrown out from the stretches compared to the full windup. This is when you got to take advantage as an offense against him. Doesn't give you many opportunities, but when he does, you have to score. They were able to get one across. Need another one here, at least.
Kind of slipped as he threw that baseball over to first base. That back foot kind of slipped on him. A little bit different tempo working from the stretch and base runners for Pineda, who just cruised through the first 2 innings. 5 up and 5 down, including 6 up, 6 down, including 5 strikeouts. Trout takes off again. The 3-2 is fouled back. This one a slider down and in. Trout's had a couple of good jumps from first base.
Starting to read him very well. Of course, when you look over, if you're a pitcher right there, Pineda's looking over like I think he does. He's reading my move to first and what I do as far as collapsing that back leg. That's giving me a better chance to get a good jump.
Well, third to first fake. Nothing's happening.
So you can fall for that if you haven't been able to get a good read for that back leg. As a good base stealer, you look for a part on the pitcher's body in which you can determine when you can get your jump. Even though Trout is young, he's a guy that can read the pitcher pretty well already.
Long pause for Pineda. Trout takes off again, and Asturis again fouling a fastball this time. You're 19. You shouldn't be sucking wind yet.
No. He's not. He's in good. He's ready to score from first base on a ball in the alley here.
That's right. Angels getting a run here in the third inning, courtesy of a bunt base hit by Mike Trout, and the throwing error by the pitcher, Michael Pineda. Another 3-2, and Asturis lifts this one in the air to shallow left center field. Peguero is under it. Conger's tagging and coming home. No, he's going to stop and heads back to third base, and he is safe. Not sure why he stopped. Peguero was flat-footed as you could ever imagine a left fielder being in that situation. Looked like Hank was going to score easily.
And catching the ball going away from the throw and your momentum towards home plate. So he get himself in position, but he's going away from home. He has to gather himself. And a throw, it's going to be very difficult for a left-handed throwing left fielder to make on the line at the plate.
Not sure if Dino threw up the stop sign there. Dino was down the line there, but you see a base runner take off like that. That usually means they're coming home. That's not a deke. Dino backpedaling the whole time. Yeah, but he wanted him to go. That was on Hank.
And again, when you're facing a pitcher with this type of arm that Pineda has, you have to take your chances.
Absolutely. Scratch out a run when you can. So 1 out, runner still at the corners. Here's Torrey, a strikeout victim in the first. Swinging it and driving one out to deep left center field. Peguero is going back. Gone! 3-run Jimmy Jet for Torrey Hunter. And the Angels lead it 4-0.
Boy, a different type of stuff with Pineda out of the stretch. Torrey Hunter said, okay, don't worry about running home. You all can jog home. With that 3-run shot to left center field. Pineda generated a lot of that power at 93, but Torrey all over that fastball this time around. Got his arms extended. Hits home run number 10, RBI number 43. Wants to distance himself from the rest of the guys. Fastball, Pineda knew it right away. It's one of those pitches you know, all you can do is hope that somehow it stays in the yard, but there's no chance. Tell by the bat flip. Torrey Hunter's done that a number of times in his career. He knows when he squares up the baseball, and he certainly did.
10th home run of the season, now with 43 runs batted in. He heard the footsteps of Trumbo and Ibar in the RBI category, saying, you know what, I need some separation.
There's no doubt.
Boy, what a difference an inning makes here against Michael Pineda. And it would all started with Mark Trumbo getting a slider and pounding it in the left field as a leadoff base hit to start this third inning.
Boy, the home run ball, too, for the Angels during this homestand. After 4 last night.
1 ball, no strikes on Bobby. Halo's 73rd home run of the season. Bobby drilling one out to straightaway center field, but Gutierrez was playing deep. Or not Gutierrez, pardon me, Hallman. He'll track it down for out number 2. He brings up Vernon Wells. Vernon struck out leading off the second inning, and now Pineda starting to get underneath that slider.
Frustrated.
Yeah.
That's the thing. A lot of times veteran pitchers can take a step back and take a breath and get their mechanics right. Young guys just kind of speed up the game a little bit quicker, and then all of a sudden you get underneath the breaking ball. The fastball ends up in the strike zone.
Inside, 2 balls and 1 strike, and we've just gotten word that Eric Wedge was ejected from this game. It's a pretty quiet ejection.
Yeah, I thought for a while it was Sam Holbrook gave him a little leeway.
Vernon pulling one toward the left field corner. Peguero with a leaping grab will end the inning, but the Halos score 4 times, capped off by Torrey Hunter's 10th home run of the season. 3 in the books. Angels lead it 4-0. Your Southern California Ford dealers. Visit us today and trade up to Ford. And buy Jack in the Box. For a limited time, Jack's really big chicken sandwich combo is back for only $3.99 plus tax at participating restaurants. Angels on top by the score of 4-0, and Pinheiro delivers a strike on Dustin Ackley. Mariners second baseman leading things off here in the fourth inning. He'll be followed by Miguel Olivo and then Adam Kennedy. That pitch is outside. The count even a 1-1 strike. Ackley 0 for 1, hit a fly ball to left his first time up. Takes that two-seamer on the inside corner. And it is 1-2, and Pinheiro, at least so far through the early going, has got that two-seamer in on lefties working so far.
Shook off a slider, shook off a fastball. More likely thinking in terms of maybe a split finger fastball here. Going right back in with that two-seamer. It's always effective. If you go inside with a pitch, if you back it up with conviction, another fastball inside the same spot, you're going to get the hitter out most times.
Facing a pretty good hitter in his rookie campaign. Has played now in his 19th game. He's had a hit in 16 of his first 18 major league games. The 1-2. Just inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That was an odd sequence right there. Hank Conger put that fastball two-seamer in the first pitch. Pinheiro shook him off. Then it went to fastball away, curve, slider, and then split finger fastball.
A full count. Oliva, the catcher, on deck. Pinheiro with 3 strikeouts, no walks, 2 hits allowed. This one pulled foul. Oh, the off-speed pitch. Took something off there. Ackley out in front of it.
It's one of those times if you're Pinheiro right now, you have a great sinking fastball tonight. You just stay on top of that pitch, go to the outer half of the plate, not even necessarily on the outside corner, but outer half, and get that ground ball.
Ackley pulling this one toward the corner. Torrey giving chase, pulls up, plays a one-hopper off the wall. Ackley on his way to second. He'll stop there with a leadoff double. Second double for Ackley in his big league career. Leadoff man is on board. We'll take a look at our AT&T trivia question here in the fourth inning. Derek Jeter became the second player to hit a home run for his 3,000th hit. Who was the first?
I can't go in this one. I know this one.
As do I.
A good friend of mine gave up that 3,000 hit home run.
How about that day? Coming in too shy. Just go 5 for 5.
That's why he is Derek Jeter. The man.
He chipped in a stolen base, by the way, too. Here's Olivo, the catcher. With nobody out, a man in scoring position. Takes a slider down and away.
Off David Price, too.
Yeah.
That's some talent. You get your 3,000 hit off.
A 3-2 pitch. I think he fouled off 3 or 4 pitches at 3-2 before he got a breaking pitch down and in. And hit it into the seats in left field. Olivo breaks his bat and pulls one fair just inside the line. That'll bring home a run. So back-to-back doubles for Seattle here. Vernon has troubles with it, but Olivo doesn't run that well. He'll stop at second base, picking up his 39th run batted in.
Exactly what you're trying to guard against, allowing your opponent back in the game after your offense scores 4 for you. In the bottom of the third, a couple pitches that got away from Pinheiro. That's a pitch that stayed up in the strike zone just inside the line. Back-to-back doubles on pitches that Pinheiro did not get down in the strike zone.
Looking for that first out of this fourth inning. Adam Kennedy steps in, swings the first pitch and rolls it foul. Kennedy had a base hit in the second inning, so he's 1 for 1. Did not play last night, but got the start at first base in Thursday's game and went 0 for 4 against Jared Weaver. This one flipped out toward shallow left center. Vernon Wells coming in, gives way to Mike Trout, who makes the catch for the first out. Fans, Kaiser Permanente Family Sundays at the Big A are the perfect way to spend time with your family on the weekend. Free activities for kids include a variety of games and arts and crafts. The next Family Sunday takes place tomorrow, 12:35 against the Mariners. To purchase your tickets today, visit angels.com. By the way, don't forget, King Felix Hernandez against Dan Herod at 12:35 tomorrow.
Not as good as it gets. Two great right-handed pitchers who like to be in there at the end of the ball game.
Not a bad way to head into the All-Star break.
Dan Herron just got his 100th victory the other day on a 2-hit shutout. Has a 1-hit shutout and a 2-hit shutout this year. King Felix, last year's Cy Young Award winner.
This one back toward the middle. Ibar was playing smoke to pull. There are 2 outs as Olivo advances to third base.
That's what that advanced scouting does for you. Most times a ball hit like that's going to be a base hit up the middle, but Eric Ibar in perfect position to be able to make that play. Plenty of time to gather himself and throw Justin Smoke out at first. Get that second out.
Kyle Seager, the third baseman, swings the first pitch. Lost one down the left field line. This one will slice foul. And it's no balls and a strike. Seager, a strikeout victim, ending the second. So he's 0 for 1. Mariners here in the 4th inning, getting back-to-back doubles from Dustin Ackley and Miguel Olivo to get on the board. Olivo standing at third base. Pinheiro opting to go from the stretch here with 2 outs. This one out towards shallow right. Torrey Hunter has to come in and over toward the line. Makes the running catch. That will end the inning. The M's get a run on a couple of hits. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Angels lead it 4-1. TV crew with the call of Derek Jeter's 3,000th hit, the home run. And we were talking about the young man who caught the ball out in left field. Christian Lopez was the young man's name who caught the ball. Did not want anything for the baseball. He wanted to return it to the Yankees and to Derek Jeter.
How cool was that?
Did not ask for anything in return. The Yankees, however, in return, said, you know what, we're going to give you 4 tickets to a suite for every game the rest of the season through the World Series if they get there, worth about $60,000. He's getting 2 first row Legends tickets to tomorrow's game, and apparently got 3 signed jerseys, 3 signed hats, 3 signed baseballs. And you know what?
See, it pays to be a good person.
He'll more than likely be making the talk show circuit beginning on Monday in New York.
He should be.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. How about Derek Jeter, the only Yankee ever to get all 3,000 hits wearing that uniform?
And it's insane, considering the amount of talent that has gone through. I mean, we're talking about
forever.
The Joe D's, the Lou Gehrig's of the world, Babe Ruth. First guy to get to 3,000 hits.
Just a great guy to talk to, too.
Kendrick Ibar Trumbo here against Pineda as Howie bounces it over to Seager. There is out number 1. Let's get back to our AT&T trivia question. Derek hit that home run for career hit number 3,000. The second guy to do it, who was the first? It happened down at the Trop. Wade Boggs on August 7th, 1999 with the Tampa Bay Rays.
Against Chris Haney.
That's right.
Pitching for Boston, I think, at that point, but we were teammates in Kansas City. Wade Boggs went around and kissed home plate, as I recall.
That's how he touched home plate. Career hit number 3,000. Eric Geibart tried to bunt his way on the first time, popped it up, takes a strike here. Halos with 4 runs in the 3rd inning. Mariners got a run here at the top of the 4th. This one foul back. No balls, 2 strikes. Pineda with 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, 3 hits allowed. His error, Pineda's that is, on the bunt by Mike Trout, brought in the Angels' first run. That was Mark Trumbo, led off that 3rd inning with a base hit. Torrey Hunter with a 3-run home run. Count remains at no balls, 2 strikes.
Well, it's a pretty tough slider right here. It's amazing that Eric Ibar was even able to make contact with that pitch. And Pineda, once he gets better control of that slider, I mean, he's having a great year as it is, but I'll tell you what, he's going to be unbelievable.
Breaking pitch got him on the outside corner.
Just like that one. Hopefully he doesn't get that feel for that slider too often.
You know, the difficult thing about that is that you just cheated on the inside part of the plate to make contact with that. You're not looking out there, and if you are, you're hoping that it's off the plate. It looks like it's off the plate, but Todd Tichenor making the call of the strikeout.
Well, turn that over. I mean, it's an unhittable spot.
Trumbo thought about pulling the trigger on that hanging slider. Takes it for a strike. He had a base hit his first time up, so he's 1 for 1. Count even now, 1 ball, 1 strike. The Mariners with a run on 4 hits, 1 error. They've stranded 3. The Angels 4 runs, 3 hits, no errors, nobody left on base. One. Fastball caught the corner, 1-2. Yesterday, Eric Ibar had the leadoff home run. Trumbo finished things off with a home run. But that first time since 2000, Erstad.
That's a pretty good way to start and end the game if you're
No
Ersty.
doubt. Is that like getting a hole in one you're buying for everybody?
Yes.
Right.
And then when you get that hole in one, it's dark. There's no one left there to be able to buy drinks for after the game.
Pineda's 1-2 pitch is skied to right. Ichiro moving over. Hallman calls off Ichiro, and he'll make the catch. A 1-2-3 inning for Pineda. For the books, Angels still on top 4-1. Together in the Arizona desert for one spectacular night. The summer's biggest event as Fox brings you every thrilling moment of the 2011 MLB All-Star Game. Coverage begins Tuesday live from Phoenix at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific, only on Fox. And don't forget, Gooby, you can see a special world premiere sneak preview of the upcoming Fox show, The X Factor, during the broadcast.
I will not forget that one.
Halos up 4-1 here at the top of the fifth inning. Hallman, Piguero, Suzuki, 8-9-1 for Seattle. This one rolled over to short. Ibar's got the skimmer, and Hallman retired for the second time tonight. He went down swinging in the third.
Real nice job by Pinheiro to get through that last inning after back-to-back doubles. It's a fly ball to center, ground ball to short, fly ball to right. Now another ground ball to short.
Here's Carlos Piguero, had a one-out base hit in the third inning. It was stranded at first. You're looking at a fastball for a strike. Quickly 0-2. 88 miles per hour, but pretty good movement on the pitches for Pinheiro. Called strike three. He was hoping that pitch was going to stay up.
That was some tremendous movement on that two-seam fastball. Started up and in and runs against the corner. But what a contrast to the type of pitcher that Pinheiro was when he was drafted by Seattle coming up. He was a 94, 95 mile an hour four-seam fastball guy. Now he's made that transition. Great action on that two-seam sinking fastball.
Ichiro takes outside for ball one. The strikeout of Piguero, the fourth of the night for Pinheiro. No walks. 4 hits allowed. Ichiro has gone down twice. A ground ball to short and a fly ball to left. Just in off the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. Pinheiro's season high in strikeouts, 5. He did that once, and that was way back on May the 10th. His third start of the season against the Chicago White Sox. It's the third time this season he's gotten to 4 punch outs. This one sharply hit past Ibar, and it's a 2-out base hit. So Ichiro's on board with 2 away here in the 5th, and Brendan Ryan will come to the plate.
Well, that's what you want to do. You want to force Ichiro to swing the bat and get on base via a base hit rather than walking him as they fell behind in the count. Allow your defense to make those plays. A lot of times it's going to be at somebody or somebody's going to make the play. Cannot defend a walk.
Brendan Ryan tonight 0 for 2, a strikeout in the first, and a fielder's choice that he hit into that ended the third inning. There's a nice diving stop by Meiser, stirs at third. Mentioned earlier, Ichiro with 23 stolen bases. Team leader for Seattle. The middle of the pack as far as the leaderboard. Jacoby Ellsbury leads the American League at the start of the day with 28. He of the Red Sox. Elvis Andrus, Coco Crisp with 26. Rajai Davis with 24. Then Ichiro. This one's lined right back up the box. And the Mariners have back-to-back hits with 2 outs here in the 5th inning. With Dustin Ackley stepping to the plate. And Ackley was the guy that doubled leading off the 4th.
Mike Butch going to go right out to talk to Pinheiro about finishing off that inning. That first 2 outs, a lot of times pitcher relaxes, think they're through the inning. Fell behind Ichiro 2-0 after getting 2 quick outs. That great fastball he was able to get Piguero out on inside.
Very quick visit by Mike Butcher. Here's Ackley, 1 for 2. Fly to left, the double, his second. That came in the 4th inning. Breaking pitch, called strike. Ichiro, the man at second base. Ryan over at first. Mariners have out-hit the Angels 6-3, but it's the Angels with the 4-1 lead. This one fouled back. No balls, 2 strikes.
I don't mind with any young hitter, you want to try to make them swing at off-speed pitches in the dirt. The only young hitters, when they make it up to the big leagues, are looking for a fastball or get themselves in fastball counts. Have a tendency to chase pitches out of the strike zone.
But long glance back to Ichiro. The 0-2 is down and in. Ball and 2 strikes. I think you'd have to be cognizant or concerned with coming in inside too much on a guy like Ackley.
He's pulling off the baseball. You think in terms of something, maybe that's when you throw the split finger fastball down and away. Because if you're a hitter, you see a hitter pulling away, looking for something on the inner half, he can't even get to the point where he can foul that ball off away because he's pulling away. His momentum's taking him away from the outside part of the plate.
This one pulled past a diving Trumbo just off his glove. Ichiro will come in to score. Ryan over to third. It's 4-2 Angels. Ackley with his second hit. And as he picks up the RBI, again a pitch elevated and on the inner third of the plate.
Yeah, that's why you want to go away because he's already looking for that spot. You've established a fastball in on him. Boy, it was up, middle of the plate. I think his game plan was to throw that split finger fastball down and away, but it stayed up out over the plate. Became a very hittable pitch.
That's 3 straight 2-out hits for Seattle here in the 5th inning. Ackley picking up his 9th big league run batted in. Here's the catcher, Miguel Olivo, swinging at the first pitch, and he gets a flare base hit. Ryan will score. Ackley to third, and the Angels now have a 1-run lead.
And so often you see for a pitcher, you think you're through the inning, 2 outs, nobody's on, you give up a harmless hit when you fall behind, then all of a sudden you allow your opponents to believe he's not focused on getting me out. That's not a bad pitch there, down. But Olivo did a nice job of keeping his balance and keeping his head still, punched that in the right field.
Runners at the corners. Ackley is the man at third. He's the tying run. Olivo over at first base. Olivo picking up his 39th run batted in. Adam Kennedy, the first baseman, at the plate. Takes the breaking ball for a strike. Kennedy with a base hit in the second, a fly to center in the 4th inning. So 1 for 2. 8 hits now for Seattle through 4 2/3. Pinero's thrown 68 pitches so far. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's 2 balls and 1 strike now. A little bit different approach for Pinheiro here of late. Got into some trouble early in the 4th inning, but then settled down, then retired the first 2 here in the 5th on a ground out and a punch out before giving up 4 straight hits. Curveball up and away. It's 3 balls and a strike. Justin Smoke, left-hand hitting DH, is on deck.
Well, it's amazing when you think about it. You have to qualify for 5 innings to be able to be in position to get the win. Now, how hard that last out in the 5th inning can become.
Ball 4, and they're loaded up for Smoke. Some movement going on in the Angels bullpen. Hisanori Takahashi. Looks like he'll be the first guy. Ackley over at third base, Olivo at second, Kennedy at first. Smokes 0 for 2. Fly to left and a ground ball to short. Pinheiro trying to keep it a 1-run lead for the Halos. This one lined to center field. It might hang up for Trout. It does. That will end the inning. Seattle gets 2 runs on 4 straight 2-out hits, but they leave them loaded. We hit the bottom of the 5th. The Angels still on top 4-3. Inning, it is 4-3. Michael Pineda coming off a 1-2-3 fourth inning. He'll face Conger, Trout, and Asturias here in the 5th inning for the Angels. Pineda with 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 3 hits allowed. Hey, Conger drew a walk in the 3rd. Came around to score. No official AB for him. Check swing foul. That ball into the seats on the third base side. And it is 0-1. Pineda's thrown 64 pitches, 47 strikes tonight. This one grounded toward the middle, backhanded by Ackley, the second baseman. And Hank is retired for the first out. Fans, groups of 25 or more can enjoy exciting Angels baseball for as low as $6 per seat. Make your plans to be part of the 50th anniversary celebration. Book your group outing today by calling 888-796-HALO or just by logging on to angels.com/groups. So 1 out, nobody on for Mike Trout. Bunt base hit. His first major league hit. Eventually came around to score on Torrey's home run. He's ahead of the count at 2 balls and no strikes. Three 3-0. See Olivo after that pitch, kind of mentoring the young Pineda as far as his mechanics.
I wonder if Mike Scioscia will give Trout the green light.
That's a 4-pitch walk. Second of the night for Pineda. You get the speedy Mike Trout over at first base with the Steelers coming to the plate.
Yeah, but you mentioned, I think Olivo does a good job as far as trying to. There's certain things you can tell a pitcher on the mound as far as mechanically. You just point to that shoulder, saying your front shoulder's flying open, or your stride's getting a little bit long. Those little things can kick you back into gear.
Asturias 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly ball to left. Takes inside with the breaking pitch. 1 ball, no strike count. 18th start of the season for Pineda. Easy flip over to first. Pineda's coming off a win against the Oakland Athletics at the Coliseum on Monday, July the 4th. Gave up just a run on 2 hits through 6 innings through 92 pitches. Seems to be kind of like the high water mark for Pineda. 95 to 100, maybe just a tad over. Trout with a pretty good lead at first. Now time is called. I think Olivo's the guy that called it. Asked Pineda to back off the mound. Pineda, a guy who signed as a non-drafted free agent from the Dominican Republic, December of 2005, and would come up through the Mariners system. Inside, overthrowing that fastball. It's 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, that arm angle just seems so different from the stretch as compared to the full windup. Just tries to be too quick. And he's going to be around 115 to 1-2 to the plate, which is extremely fast. Most pitchers settle in about 1.25 to 1.3 as far as times, and of course the throw from the catcher at about 2.2 to 2.5 gives him an opportunity to throw at a would-be base stealer. They don't have to be too quick.
2-1. Pineda, pretty highly touted prospect. 13th by MLB.com, 16th by Baseball America in all of baseball, not just the Mariners organization. At 22 years of age. 2-1 pitch. Sturis lines one toward the alley in right center field. That's a base hit. Hallman gets over there, bobbles it to Sturis. Go ahead to second. Trout does not stop running. He scores standing up. 5-3 Angels.
Boy, Meiser, just a really good at bat there against a very tough pitcher in Pineda. Finally works himself into a good fastball. The drive hits in the alley, and Trout is off to the races and comes all the way around from first. But it's a good compact swing for Meiser Sturis. And once that ball was bobbled in the outfield, no hesitation by Dino Evil to send Trout home with an angle as far as cutting around the base and be able to score. Mike Scioscia saying that's how I used to run the bases.
Yeah. Playing Nintendo. Here's Torrey Hunter, 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a 3-run home run. Breaking pitch is in for a strike. They're giving credit to Meiser Sturis for a double and an RBI. So no error on the play. Fastball down and in, 1 ball, 1 strike.
I think a lot of times you can do that because the ball's in the alley like that. Meiser was already going around the base, so you can't assume he's going to throw him out. And the same thing with Trout. He never slowed down going to third base. Picked up Dino Evil, the third base coach, who was sending him home. So Meiser gets the double and an RBI.
Down in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. The double for Sturis is 20th. The RBI his 21st. Second time in his brief big league career. Pineda's allowed 5 earned runs in a game. The other June 11th against the Tigers at Comerica Park. Breaking pitch high, and it is 3-1. Abreu on deck. Wells to follow if we get that far. 1 out walk by Mike Trout. A double brought him home. That one off the bat of Sturis, who stands at second base. Angels leading at 5-3 here at the bottom of the 5th. 3-1 pitch. Torrey shooting one to right field. Ichiro heading back toward the warning track, pulls up. Goal! Break out the shredded lettuce and the cheese. It's Oppo Taco time. 7-3 Angels.
That's 5 RBI, 2 home runs, back-to-back at bats for Torrey Hunter. You're talking about hitting all fields, left center field bomb, 3-run home run there. This time a 2-run shot to right field. I think we got an opening for tomorrow.
Multi-homer game for Torrey Hunter, now with 11 home runs on the season. 45 runs batted in.
I think he heard you, Victor, when he said something about the other guys are getting closer to the RBI. So he said, I'll take 5 tonight.
Rear view mirror. 15th career multi-homer game for Torrey Hunter. Make that 7 earned runs allowed by Michael Pineda. This is a guy who started off this game retiring the first 6 batters, the first 5 via the strikeout. And you thought in the back of your mind, this could be a quick night. That's how good that stuff was early.
I mean, this is a pretty decent pitch. It's away, a breaking ball. He goes the other way with it. And this good carry at this point of the night. Again, coming in, opponent's hitting only 193 against Pineda.
Bobby Abreu takes the breaking ball for a strike. Jeff Gray, the right-hander, first man up for the M's. Bobby looping one out toward right center field. Ichiro giving chase. Decides to jump up and makes a catch for out number 2.
That would as a leaping grab.
No, that was certainly not pretty.
He's thinking in terms, I don't know if I want to run into Hallman out there just in case, so I'm going to jump in the air, make the play, and run out of the way.
Why not just keep running and make the catch on the run?
Because it would have been hurt a little bit more so to run into Hallman in center field.
Perhaps wants to be a Dirks Bentley backup dancer?
No question. Why would you not?
Dirks is in the house. Vernon 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly ball to left. Takes a fastball in there, and it snowballs 2 strikes. The Angels with 4 runs into third, 3 here in the 5th. Pineda had come into this ballgame having allowed 8 home runs. He's now given up 10. 2 to Torrey Hunter tonight. That's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And both times he made mistakes on the home run ball was pitches when he was pitching out of the stretch as compared to the full windup, where there's a little different break on his fastball and of course in his slider.
2-2 right back up the box, and Vernon with a 2-out base hit. Carl Willis, the pitching coach, on the phone. Looks like Gray is ready to go. Robbie Thompson, the bench coach, taking over the duties for Eric Wedge, who was ejected by Sam Holbrook, arguing the check swing walk of Hank Conger in the 3rd inning.
It's amazing the difference in your demeanor on the mound as compared to early in the ballgame for Pineda, when he was working quickly, as compared to now, where he's all of a sudden having a tough feel for his pitches.
Howie tonight, a strikeout and a ground ball to third. So he's 0 for 2. Fouls this one back. I go down to the press box area.
I think so.
That's kind of like Tim Meade territory, isn't it? Eric K.
Yeah. Well, Tim still might be making a play. Think about he can finish off the game. Remember in the fantasy camp we were talking with Willie Frasier, he didn't want to come out of the ball game.
Eric K. just to his left. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No squealing coming from down in the press box area, so obviously didn't hit anybody.
Play was made, I think. That foul ball was coming in pretty quick, though.
Yeah, firm. Nice dig by O'Leavell. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Vernon over at first base.
Guessing either way, last batter for Pineda in the game. Whether he gets Howie out or not, this will probably be it for him. No reason for the Mariners to extend him any further than that, especially when he's been struggling tonight. Youngster, you want to keep that arm fresh as the second half comes around next week.
And you figure at 22 years of age, they're going to probably limit his innings going forward, as they did with Felix Hernandez when he first came up. This will be his 90th pitch of the night. It's down and in, full count. Vernon will be off at the pitch.
We're seeing that with Mike Socha, with Tyler Chatwood also trying to, whenever there's an off day, give them another extra day. Keep them fresh. The young arms are not used to throwing a ton of innings in the minor leagues.
Pineda at the start of the day, 108 innings. He's at 112 2/3 right now. Vernon takes off, and Howie swings and misses on the 3-2 breaking ball. That will end the inning. But the Angels get 3 runs here in the 5th. An RBI double by Maicer Sturz. And Torrey Hunter with his second home run of the game. 5 in the books. Angels lead it 7-3.
Last night's hero, Mark Trumbo, after the walk-off home run, gets a little shaving cream pie face job by Hank Conger. Not an easy one either, right all over the mug. And laughter. And that was it for the interview last night. He was gone.
Hank was the only one laughing.
No. And that was our Coors Light free scan, brought to you by Frost Brew Coors Light. No, he wasn't real happy about that. I talked to Mark today. I said, hey, what if it would have been like one of us doing that? He said, that might have been it for us.
Would have been go time.
Yeah.
First pitch swinging here is Kyle Seager. Lofts a fly ball to left field. And the first down here in the 6th is recorded as the Angels have a 7-3 lead. Seager 0 for 3. Now 0 for 9 to start his big league career.
Mark Trumbo started everything off tonight offensively with that base hit. They got Pineda into the stretch position on that slider away, hit hard in the left field. I know Mark Trumbo a little bit more and more. He's got a great sense of humor, too. Pretty funny guy. He was out at signing autographs today, right?
At Howard's.
At Howard's.
The Appliance Superstore in Irvine. Grand opening. Did you go? Get his autograph?
I'm going to wait till after the game tonight.
I'm
going to get the same thing that Dirk Bentley signed for me.
You're going to be on the players' parking lot again asking for autographs? Again?
That's okay, as long as it's not in the building.
On the back of your media badge?
Not in the building. Outside the building, I'm all right.
That backpack you have with bags and bats and balls and all that stuff you want signed?
Oh, yeah. My Hello Kitty backpack.
I thought it was Betty Boop. Hallman is 0 for 2 as he gets jammed, and this one might fall in there. Ibar can't get it. And it's a 1-out base hit for Greg Hallman here in the 6th inning. Hey, fans, on Tuesday, July 19th, the Halos take on the Rangers at 7:05. An original owner, Gene Autry, will be inducted into the Angels Hall of Fame. All fans in attendance will receive an Angels Hall of Fame shirt, courtesy of Smile Generation. To purchase your tickets today, visit the Angels Stadium ticket office or just visit angels.com. Base hit by Hallman, the 9th for Seattle this evening. Signature Cowboys number 26. Favorite number.
Great man to talk to. Yeah. Boy, did he love this game. Love the Angels.
Pinheiro wants a new baseball. Carlos Pinheiro with a base hit and a strikeout. One of 4 strikeouts for Pinheiro. Last 2 innings for Duel have been a little shaky. Gave up a run in the 4th inning, but settled down. Got the last 3 consecutive outs after giving up back-to-back doubles to start that frame as Pinheiro fouls it off. And then in the 5th inning, got the first 2 guys out. Gave up 4 straight hits and a walk before Justin Smoke lined out to Mike Trout. Outside. Hallman with a pretty good lead at first. 2-1 is fouled back. Pinheiro never gets cheated on his swings.
A dangerous spot, too. He likes that fastball. Middle in and down. That uppercut swing. Has a tendency to swing it fastballs up. Pretty difficult with that type of swing to be able to catch up to a good fastball.
Pinheiro making his big league debut on April the 19th against the Tigers. 25 games for AAA Tacoma. It looked like he went around. He did. Todd Tichenor rings him up on the breaking pitch. Pinheiro doesn't like the call, and it's a strikeout for round number 2.
A good angle on that curveball. Pinheiro that stayed on top, 12-6 variety on that break. Straight up and down. It's the youngster swinging, chasing something out of the strike zone.
So Ichiro comes to the plate, 1 for 3. Had a base hit in the 5th inning. He's the guy that started that rally for Seattle. Hallman takes off. The pitch is down and in to throw down from Conger on the shortstop side. It gets away from Ibar, but Howie backing up. Greg Hallman picks up a stolen base. 5th of the year for Mariners center fielder.
Boy, a big jump. No chance for Conger to be able to throw him out. Got to get back to his normal throwing motion, Hank Conger. Early in the season, very quick as far as the transfer. Again, when you have a manager like Mike Scioscia, a guy that you can work with all the time early before batting practice, working on that transfer for him. You get back to where he was throwing excellent early in the year. When it's a little bit longer throw, trying to get through it, a lot of times as a catch, especially on a low, when you try to be as quick as possible, front leg, land out in front and keep that shoulder tucked in to be quicker through your throw to second base.
Ichiro flipping one to left field. There's a base hit. Being stopped at third is Hallman. Vernon was playing very shallow. Ichiro with his second hit. Runners at the corners now for Seattle.
Another 2-out rally going for Seattle.
Hisanori Takahashi was up in the loosening in the 5th inning. Looks like he's back up now here in the 6th. Pinheiro's thrown 86 pitches so far.
So a lot of times had these conversations over the years where the pitching coach runs out and he's going to say right now, It's your last batter. Give me your best stuff right here to get through this inning. We have backup for you. We have a lefty to face Ackley after this. If you give up something, but go after this guy with your very best stuff and get through the inning.
Long conversation for Mike Butcher. Takahashi's ready to go in the pen, as is Jeff Gray for the Seattle Mariners. So it looks like Pineda is done after giving up 7 earned runs, 6 hits and 2 home runs. Brendan Ryan takes a breaking ball for a strike. 1 for 3. The base hit in the 5th inning and a run scored. Hallman over at third base, Ichiro at first, and Ichiro with a pretty good lead. Would not be surprised to see him go at some point. A little third to first, a little jittery was Ichiro at first base. One ball, one strike. Ten hits for Seattle. 3 runs, an error, 6 left on. The Angels 7 runs, 6 hits. 1 man left on. That pitch down and away. And Ryan with a pretty good hitter's count at 2 balls and a strike. The guy you want to get here is Dustin Ackley is on deck. Ackley with a couple of hits the last 2 times up. A double and an RBI single. Nice 2-2.
Nice slider there. Not a bad time after a slider, throw a curveball to get him to swing and miss with that one to get through the inning.
Two. Yep. Full count.
A good try on that one, especially after you have him swing at the pitch before. And mindset has to be, if you're Pinheiro right now, this is going to be my last batter. I have to get him out. I have to make my very best pitch. Reach back, quality stuff.
Swing and a miss. Down goes Ryan. That will end the inning. 6. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning with the Angels on top 7-3. Casino. Get your game on by El Pollo Loco. Now for only $5 at El Pollo Loco, get one of our 5 tasty combos. They are the combos other combos wish they could be. Catch them before they are gone. And by Time Warner Cable. Nice shot of the orange circle just down the road here from the Big A. Keep panning left and you'll find Felix's restaurant. Fine Cuban food establishment.
I'm still waiting for you to invite me over there.
Right, one of these days. Here's a look at the American League West standings, and it says a game and a half back with the Angels there because the Texas Rangers just got a walk-off home run off the bat of Josh Hamilton. Defeated the Oakland Athletics by the final of 7-6. So the Angels needing a victory here, not only to clinch this series, but also to remain a game back of Texas.
Bottom line is, as Mike Scioscia always said, it's all about taking care of your own business. And the Angels certainly have in this homestand and in this game against a very tough pitcher, knocking him out of the game again, Jeff Gray in this ball game.
Jeff Gray comes into the ball game. Started the season with the Chicago White Sox, was placed on waivers, and the Mariners claimed him. Zybar takes down and in for ball 1.
Does have a good fastball. He can rush that fastball 93 to 95. Good slider changeup.
Gray joined the Mariners on May the 14th. Made his debut on the 24th. The pitch is down low. 2 balls and no strikes. He's not pitched since June the 11th at Detroit. It's a long time. Ibar 0 for 2. Pop trying to bunt his way on and a strikeout. He fouls this one back. It's 2 balls and a strike. Pineda, by the way, 5 innings, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, 7 runs, all earned on 6 hits, and that included 2 home runs off the bat of Torrey Hunter. So he's gone at least 5 innings now in each of his first 18 starts. But he's also given up the most runs in his big league career. Ibar takes a strike and it's 2-2.
He also has given up his 10th home run of the season with 2 home runs by Torrey Hunter tonight.
Full count. Ibar, Trumbo, and Conger here in the 6th inning. 3-2 on its way. Ibar pulls it foul. This one into the Mariners dugout. Boy, the home run ball has been flying for the Angels on this homestand. 4 last night, 2 tonight by Torrey. Ibar lining one into center field, a lead-off base hit to start the 6th. The Angels had 14 home runs through their first 35 home games, and on this current homestand, 12 games, 14 big flies.
Think of that, when that long road trip for Mike Scioscia and the guys started up in Seattle, all of a sudden you see the swings coming back. Vernon Wells hit a couple home runs in Seattle, then all of a sudden they've carried that on that long road trip back to home here. Seeing the ball much better. It was all about changing the surface. We said that when we're coming back. It's all about you two helping out.
That's all it took, right?
Yep.
Because the surface really comes into play as the ball flies out of the ballpark.
Look how the trajectory of the baseball right now because of the new grass and dirt.
Yeah. It's awesome, man. That's some logic. Give me some.
That's all you got to do. Break it down.
1 ball, no strikes on Mark Trumbo. Had a base hit in the 3rd inning. He started that 4-run rally for the Angels. And then a fly ball to center field. Last time up, swinging and missing on the breaking pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pretty sharp slider there, missing off the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Gray's pitched in the big leagues in parts of 4 seasons with the A's in 08 and 09, the Cubs in 2010, and the White Sox, and now Mariners this season. That's down and in. 3 balls and 1 strike. He did face the Angels. That was back on May the 10th. Went 3 innings. Allowed no runs, 2 hits. And that was his last appearance for the White Sox. Three-1. A bounce over to Seager. Fires over to Ackley. The relay, not in time. Adam Kennedy off the bag there, so Trumbo reaches on the fielder's choice. Hey, Tuesday, don't miss the world premiere preview of the X Factor. Simon Cowell is back with television's new big event. You can only catch it during the All-Star Game Tuesday only on Fox. Remember, the X Factor with Simon Cowell, Tuesday. A special preview. It's also the day of the All-Star Game.
Can't wait to be checking out the game and the preview.
Well, check out the game because this year I believe it counts.
Some good players in there.
Some good players falling off the roster too.
Don't like that one.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of that.
Ryan Braun not going to be able to make it. Andrew McCutchen replaces him on the roster. Now Andrew McCutchen,
he's some kind of player
to be an All-Star. Scott Rowland, I believe, was added today also.
Yes, he was for Chipper Jones.
Chipper Jones. Yeah, what was it? Yesterday they made the announcement that both A-Rod and Jeter were backing out. It turns out today A-Rod, I guess, got a meniscus tear in his knee, so he's got the option of playing through it or going under the knife.
It's one of those surgeries, generally 2 to 3 weeks coming back from.
Check swing, slow roller on the left side. Gray with the sliding catch fires a missile over to first, and Hanks retired for round number 2. It's a nice play by Gray.
And not only making the play, but spinning around and gathering himself through a 95-mile-an-hour throw over the first base to get Conger going down the line. A play, though, when you make that as a pitcher, it is a good play, but more than likely, if you let that ball go, third baseman's in position to make that play much easier than you are on the mound.
So here's Mike Trout with a man in scoring position and 2 outs. Trout with a bunt base hit and a run scored in the 3rd. A walk and a run scored in the 5th. Takes a fastball on the corner for a strike. Chopper to short. Brendan Ryan has it on 2 hops, gets rid of it quickly. Trout's retired for the 3rd out. No runs, a hit, a man left on. 6 in the books. The Angels still on top 7-3. Seattle Mariners. Halos winning the first 2 games of the series and leading this one. Michael Pineda going 5 innings, giving up all 7 runs and all earned. Here in the 7th, Pinheiro is back out to face Ackley, Olivo, Kennedy. 3, 4, and 5 for Seattle. But Pinheiro seemed to be well into his windup when time was granted. 6 innings, 10 hits, 6 strikeouts, a season high. 1 walk, 3 runs so far. Ackley has 2 of those hits, a double and an RBI single. Double his second, the RBI his 9th. Playing down his 19th big league game. 1 ball, 1 strike. Double barrel action going for the Angels in the pen. Rich Thompson, the righty. Takahashi again up and loosening. Pretty close to a complete game out in the pen. That pitch is in for a strike. 1 and 2.
Any kind of trouble at all, any base runner, more likely Pinheiro would be out of the ballgame. And Mike Scioscia showing confidence in him to try to see if he can get him through the 7th inning to shorten up the amount of outs you have to get out of the bullpen.
Pulled, found it, sounded as if Ackley broke his bat, and sure enough, heading back to the dugout as the count remains at 1 and 2. Got him swinging up and away. Down goes Ackley. And there's out number 1.
Well, sinker that stayed up, lateral movement instead of sink movement. And that's what the pitcher we were talking about, getting Ackley out previous at bat, going away from him because he's stepping in the bucket, pulling off the baseball somewhat, especially on pitches away.
Miguel Oliva, the catcher, steps in, takes down for ball 1. Check swing roller foul, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Oliva tonight has also had a multi-hit game. RBI double in the 4th, RBI single in the 5th.
Pinheiro, season high coming into this game. 5 punch outs, 7 in this game.
Two balls and a strike. Back in 2003, set his career high for strikeouts in a game, 12 against the Minnesota Twins. Falls behind here, 3 balls and a strike.
Anytime you face the team at draft, you came up to the big leagues, you always have that little extra incentive to go out and prove. You made a mistake letting you go.
This one is popped up to shallow center. Ibar with the call and the catch, 2 outs.
Number 4, first baseman Kennedy.
Just missing outside for ball 1. Pinheiro's had 1 1-2-3 inning. That came back in the 1st. Suzuki, Ryan, and Ackley going down very quickly. Trying to do that here to more than likely finish off his night. 103 pitches so far. Looking for his 5th win.
And the big key is, too, when you have the All-Star break, Mike Scioscia can afford to stretch out the starting pitcher maybe a few more pitches than normal because you get those extra days rest.
Breaking pitch. Hit in the air toward right center field. Torrey Hunter calls off Mike Trout. It is a 1-2-3 inning, 7th inning stretch time here at the Big A. The Angels still on top, 7-3.
something much smaller.
Albie always lets you know, don't ever call him 5'5". 5'5" and 3/8. He would emphasize the 3/8.
I can truly say this, because of my size, I rarely ever got booed. Many of the fans were always for the underdog. I still bleed Angel Red.
Bottom of the 7th inning, the Angels on top by the score of 7-3. It appears as if Pinero's night has come to an end. He is in position to pick up his 5th victory, assuming the bullpen holds it in the 8th and 9th innings. Pinero's not won 2 straight games since May the 5th, May the 10th.
Oh, those 7 strikeouts. He had real good movement on his fastball today, especially when he threw that 2-seam fastball inside the lefties and then worked away, down and away. Good job establishing his curveball also.
Historis, Hunter Abreu here in the 7th. It's Jeff Gray. That's 1, 2, and 3. Miser 1 for 3, had an RBI double with a run scored in the 5th. The double is 20th. The RBI his 21st. Gray falls behind at 2 balls and a strike. Check swing. They wanted appeal. He did not go. So it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Historis draws a leadoff walk, which brings up Torrey Hunter.
And now it's time for Coors Light. Cold, hard blast. Torrey Hunter, what a game he's had so far. First time up with a couple guys on base. Gets a breaking ball up for a 3-run home run. Then he gets a fastball away. Drives it to right field. 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. And that's our Coors Light. Cold, hard blast. A little right cross, too.
Yeah.
Now going for a natural hat trick here, possibly.
15th multi-homer game of his career. And Gray delivers a strike on the inside corner. 2 for 3 is Torrey. 5 runs batted in. He's got 45 RBIs on the season, 11 total home runs. Little sinking action there, topped by Torrey. It's no balls, 2 strikes. Torrey's never had a 3-homer game. But with the new field that U2 has so graciously installed here, this might be the day.
It is.
Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. You'd lose it if he hit one out.
Oh, that'd be it. We have to revisit our Coors Light Cold Hard Blast for the natural hat trick.
That's right. Historis over at first base. The 1-2 from Gray. Outside. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Torrey rolls it foul. This one off his body. Count remains at 2-2 as Meiser heads back over to first. Tomorrow afternoon, 12:35 start. The last game before the All-Star break. 4-game break, or 4-day break, I should say, for the Angels. Start a 4-game series against the Oakland Athletics a week from last night against Oakland at the Coliseum.
It's a scheduled doubleheader on Saturday.
Yep. 2-2, and that's foul back.
And obviously to do that, the players on both sides had to agree to that. And I'm sure they always would like to take that extra off day there. 4 days off during the break is a great thing. A number of the Angel players, position players wise, would love this extra day. Vernon Wells, Torrey Hunter, guys have been banged up pretty good. That extra day feels good.
Foul back. A breaking pitch getting closer and closer to the hot zone. Count remains at 2-2. Another 2-2. Down low, full count. Bobby Abreu's on deck. He's out at 0 for 3 tonight. Hit the ball hard a couple of times. Mentioned Texas picking up the victory over Oakland 7-6. Walk-off home run by Josh Hamilton. He actually had 2 home runs in that game. Home run coming off Andrew Bailey. Closer. Mysterious goes. Torrey hits one in the air towards right center field. Playable for Hallman. They're down number 1 as Meiser hits back to first. Hey fans, now is the perfect time to reserve a suite rental for the summer. Suites offer 12 to 36 guests the opportunity to enjoy a game in a private and luxurious atmosphere. To reserve your suite today, call 888-796-HALO or visit angels.com/suites.
Almost. Anytime you see a fly ball hit that high, means he just missed that one.
But a miss nonetheless. It would have been cool though.
Yeah.
Here's Bobby. Takes just down low, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Abreu with a strikeout, a fly to center and a fly to right. Gray certainly works at a different pace than that of Michael Pineda. Very deliberate. This is the 2nd inning of relief work for Gray. Bobby slow roller to the left side. Seager is there. Looked to second, but throws out Abreu for out number 2 as Asturias advances into scoring position. So 2 outs now, and here comes Vernon Wells. Vernon had his 1 and only hit in the 5th. 1 for 3 night. Looks like Hisanori Takahashi will be coming on in the 8th inning to face Smoke, Seager, and Hallman for Seattle. Looped into right field. There's a base hit. Asturias is going to be waved home. The throw from Ichiro is cut off. RBI single by Vernon Wells makes it 8-3.
Ichiro had a tough time catching that baseball that was hit by Vernon in the right field. And I talked to Dino Ebel coming into the series against the Mariners, and Ichiro in particular in the outfield, one of the strongest arms in the game, but he said he will challenge him at times if he's forced to go to the backhand on the glove, and this is what happened right here. He's going in there, and then the ball skipped away from him, bobbled just enough, taking his time to get in throwing position, and able to make that throw to the plate. Another run across.
That ball, remember when the Nationals were in town, the sod had just been laid. You can still see some of the creases out there. That ball had bounced to the left of Jason Worth. He actually made a nice play on. That seemed to do the exact same thing. And Vernon Wells picks up his 34th run batted in. Howie with a 17-game hitting streak. He's 0 for 3 tonight, however, as he rolls this one foul. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. 44,111 in the house tonight. Largest crowd of the season.
I don't think anybody's leaving either.
Something going on after
Yeah, something going on. My buddy.
Line to left field. Get down. There it is. A base hit. The hit streak continues. 18-game hitting streak. Nice to see that happen, especially what probably would be his last at bat. The way Howie's been swinging the bat lately. Hate to see a nice hit streak come to an end. Face some tough pitching early on in this game.
Well, you get a fastball but off the end of the bat, towards the end of the bat, but still able to hit that ball hard enough. Boy, what a year the All-Star Howie Kendrick is having. 18-game hit streak.
Carl Willis out to the mound to talk things over with Jeff Gray. Well, that's the first time that I've heard Biz Marquis here at the Big A.
Did you request that?
Oh, absolutely. It's an all-timer.
Good effort.
Think Biz Marquis might make the Hyundai key to the game one of these days?
If you ask, you shall receive.
Yeah. There's Eric Ibar. The Angels with two out hits as Ibar rolls this one over to Adam Kennedy. He'll take it himself. And the inning comes to an end. The Angels do get a run. It was the played 7 here at the Big A, and the Angels lead it 8-3. Angels baseball is brought to you by Sit and Sleep. Save up to 50% at Sit and Sleep's independent sale. Sit and Sleep will beat anyone's advertised price, or your mattress is free.
I like it.
Drink a lot of water. The voice doesn't crack.
Boy, that's a great read.
Top of the 8th inning here, 8-3. Angels on top. Hishinori Takahashi takes over for Joel Pinheiro. I do want to go back and correct myself. That was when Torrey came to the plate. We were talking about the 3-homer game. I mentioned that Torrey had not had a 3-homer game in his career. I thought he had one, but I didn't go out and check the media guide as I normally would. And I spoke before doing so, and he did have one against the San Diego Padres. That was on June 13th of 2009. So my apologies, but you know what? We're all human. It's all about correcting your mistakes and calling yourself out. And it is what it is. That's what I get for getting too quick on it.
But he almost did. Hit it to do it again.
Yeah.
That right center field shot just got underneath it.
You know what it was, is that your conversation had me so dazed and confused. Not like the movie, as this one's out to left field. And Vernon Wells makes the catch for the first down.
I'm so inspirational for you.
Yeah. I got rattled. Doesn't happen often. But you know what? This one,
it's all about the surface here.
In front of 44,000, 111, and everyone at home. You know what? Hang with it. 1 out here in the 8th. Here's Kyle Seager.
Largest crowd of the year here. 8 sellout at the Big A.
Kyle Seager's 0 for 3. Still looking for that first major league hit. Made his major league debut on Thursday. And 0 for 4. And 0 for 2 yesterday. And a walk it today. He's 0 for 3. He fouls this one off to the left.
What a nice job by Joel Pinheiro tonight. 7 quality innings, 7 punch outs, season high. Only 1 walk allowed. His team in position to win their 8th straight series.
Missing down low, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Bouncer over to first. Trumbo takes it himself. 2 away. Hey, subscribe to MLB.tv today to see every Angels game live or on demand on your computer as well as your favorite devices. MLB.tv Premium lets you enjoy HD quality home and away coverage, multi-game view, and the ability to pause and rewind live games. Visit Angels.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere. 2 quick outs for Hisanori Takahashi here in the 8th. And here's Greg Hallman, the center fielder. He's had a 1 for 3 game. This one looped into right field, and Hallman picks up his second hit. Back-to-back games with 2 hits. And 2 for 3 last night, including a double today. 2 for 4. Keeps the inning alive for Carlos Peguero. Looks like Jeff Gray is done. Chris Ray, the right-hander, is up and loosening in the Mariners bullpen. He'll probably be coming on in the 8th inning to face the bottom third of the order, Trumbo, Conger, and Trout. Breaking pitch is in for a strike. Peguero tonight getting the start in left field, 1 for 3. Had a base hit in the 3rd inning. And then his last 2 plate appearances against Pinheiro, he struck out, once looking, once swinging. 0-2.
Well, that's a nice pitch right there. Good sweeping breaking ball. But it's the time where it'd be nice to see Takahashi learn from Scott Downs as far as go inside with that fastball after a breaking ball away like that. Freeze a left-handed batter. It's all about learning from each other down in that bullpen, constantly talking, communicating.
This one rolled and off the glove of Trumbo. Howie's not going to be able to pick it up and retire Peguero, and he'll reach on the infield base hit.
Throwing another breaking ball, and Trumbo almost came up with that play. Diving just off the end of the glove. An infield base hit.
Mariners have had 7 2-out hits tonight. 7 of their 12 hits have come with 2 outs. Ichiro steps in with runners at first and second and 2 away. The fastball is outside.
And that focus to finish off an inning. So important for a pitcher. When we get back to that graph, there was a pretty good fielding first baseman. JT Snow, Mark Trumbo, Wally Joyner. Impressive company right in the middle. Mark Trumbo is as far as fielding percentage.
Boy, great pitch in at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. This one looped out to shallow left. Vernon playing shallow is there, makes a catch. That will bring the top of the 8th inning to an end. We head to the bottom of the 8th. The Angels leading at 8-3.
Punch outs, season high. Of course, Pineda gave up 7 earned runs, which is a career high for him, including 2 home runs. And Torrey Hunter, the man who hit those 2 home runs, including 5 RBI, season high for him.
Hey, did you know he's had a 3-homer game before?
Did he really?
Yeah.
Was that against San Diego?
Against the Padres, matter of fact. Chris Ray comes into the ball game, pitching in his 23rd game of the season, 3-2 record of 5.55 ERA. The Angels saw him 2 nights ago. Gave up a couple of runs on 2 hits, 1 strikeout, 1 walk at 2 innings of work. Jeff Gray, by the way, went 2 innings, gave up a run, 3 hits and a walk. Ray to face the bottom third of the order. Trumbo, Conger, and Trout here in the 8th inning, with the Angels leading at 8-3. Halos looking for their 49th victory of the season, and trying to remain a game back in the Texas Rangers. Trumbo bolts one out to deep left field. Peguero back. Gone! A missile off the bat of Mark Trumbo as he goes big fly for the 16th time this year. 9-3 Angels.
I think that baseball took about a half a second to get out. Mark Trumbo, what a rookie season he is having. 16 home runs now, 39 RBI. And how quick was that swing through the zone and out of the ballpark? And that got out so fast.
Hank Conger takes inside.
Okay, you believe now in the field service now? Finally, you believe me?
I'm a believer.
Okay. You and the monkeys.
Yep. See, now that's a show I remember.
Yes.
Conger fouls one back, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
That was a great show.
Mickey Dolenz?
Yes.
Hank today with a walk. A couple of ground outs. Lines this one into center field. He picks up a base hit. So the Angels now are double digits in the hits category with 11.
See that leg lift, got the balance, through the swing with the baseball, and hits it out on the line to left field. It's all about that timing mechanism for hitters. Everyone's different. It's that approach and the work he has to put together with Mickey Hatcher, who's just to the right of him, to the left of him, working consistently with that swing to get it refined, not swinging pitches out of the strike zone. Oh, great rookie season.
Mike Trout, a 1-for-2 game with a base hit, a bunt single, and a run scored. That came in the third inning as he looks at a fastball for a strike and a 0-2. That was his first major league hit. Helped spark a 4-run rally for the Angels in the third. The Halos scored 3 in the fifth inning. A solo run in the seventh, 1 so far here in the eighth. Adam Kennedy playing behind Hank Conger at first base. Hank's not going anywhere. This one fouled off to the right. The count remains at 0-2. Other scores around the American League. The Yankees beat the Rays 5-4. The White Sox defeated the Minnesota Twins 4-3. Toronto defeated Cleveland 5-4. Boston shut out Baltimore 4-0. Kansas City pounded Detroit 13-6. And of course, we told you earlier, Texas defeated Oakland. Check swing foul. So win tonight for the Angels. They'll stay a game back. The Seattle Mariners will drop back to 6.5 in the West. And Oakland, with their loss in Texas, fall to 11 back. Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Trevor Cahill on the mound tomorrow for Oakland against Texas.
Ground ball to short. Feed to turn 2 on Mike Trout there. That ball hit too slowly. Nice effort, though, on the part of Brendan Ryan. He got rid of the baseball quickly to Ackley. But there's 1 out.
Off the end of the bat. Hustle down the line. Well, that's a great stride he has running down the line.
It stirs at the plate. 1 hit in the game. It was an RBI double. That came in the 5th inning. 1 for 3. Also had a walk leading off the 7th. He came around to score on the base hit by Vernon. Lifts this one in the air to shallow left field. Peguero coming on. 2 outs. So Trout still at first base with 2 outs here in the 8th. And here comes Torrey Hunter. Bobby Kazimov appears will be coming into the game in the 9th inning. We weren't sure if Torrey was going to get another opportunity for his 3rd home run of the game. Well, here he is. 2 outs and Trout at first. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Working bat bouncer toward the middle. Brendan Ryan with a nice dive and stop, no plays. Torrey picks up his 3rd hit of this game.
Boy, shatters the bat, but gets a good result out of it. Up the middle. Ryan's made some pretty good plays defensively.
Hate to see that gamer go, though. A broken bat. You have a big game like that, 2 home runs, 5 runs batted in.
Yeah, you're not real happy about that.
Torrey looks really bummed right now.
Yeah, he does. He never smiles during the course of the game. It's amazing. Just doesn't seem to have any fun.
Man, I hope he's not angry on the post-game show if we get to that point we interview him. Bobby taking a hack at it. Snowballs at a strike.
I'm sure he'll just say, hey, I was just trying to see the ball, hit the ball.
God willing, you get some good results. Take it one day at a time.
Yes.
There's only certain things you can control.
He's trying to win series.
That's it.
Never look up. Find out where you are in the standings.
Count even now at 1-1. Abreu hitless tonight, 0 for 4. I'm just 1 of 25.
I really like the way Pinheiro threw the baseball. I just tried to contribute to the victory.
2 balls and a strike. Well, you guys could really come up with some really good quotes. You know that?
Takes practice.
Yeah, well.
You have 162 games. You have to come up with some of those. To keep people like us from keep asking you to interview.
That's right.
After a game.
Trout at second, Hunter at first with 2 outs here in the 8th inning. 2-1 pitch to Bobby. Inside it gets by Olivo. And the runners advance to third and second, respectively. Trout at third and Torrey Hunter at second base. And it's 3 balls and a strike.
And Ray overthrowing the fastball again. Olivo set up way inside. Throwing nothing but fastballs in the inner half against Abreu, trying to keep him from getting his arms extended.
Ray gets charged with a wild pitch. Vernon Wells on deck. He's had a 2-for-4 game, including an RBI, his 34th. 3-1. Bobby takes inside. They're loaded up for Vernon. The Mariners bullpen that has been throwing the ball better of late. Although they gave up 2 runs last night. They've given up 2 runs so far here tonight. Overall with a 3.38 ERA. Vernon swinging first pitch, pops it up. Ackley, the second baseman, out into shallow right field, makes the catch. That will end the inning. Mark Trumbull leads things off here in the bottom of the 8th inning with his 16th of the season. We head to the 9th with the Angels up 9-3.
Howie Kendrick, his last at bat, trying to keep that hit streak alive. Gets a fastball up, hits it into left field, extends that hitting streak now at 18 games. Season high for an Angel hitter. Congratulations to Howie there. That's a Jaguar performance.
Start the 9th inning with the Angels up by the score of 9-3. Mike Scioscia goes to the bullpen and see the career high 18-game hitting streak for Howie. Bobby Caswell is coming to the ballgame, taking over for Hisanori Takahashi, who went 1 inning and allowed 2 hits.
Big thing for Bobby is just have the confidence in the fastball command. Go middle part of the plate, trust movement.
Caswell here in the 9th inning to face Ryan, Ackley, and Oliva. Those are the scheduled 3 guys, 2, 3, and 4 for Seattle. Brendan Ryan, the shortstop, 1 for 4. A base hit and a run scored in the 5th inning. Finale of the series tomorrow afternoon, 12:35, right here at the Big A. Dan Herron going for the Angels. Facing Felix Hernandez. Felix Hernandez 8-7 with a 3.22. Aaron looking for his 10th win. Ryan swinging first pitch, chops one over to Ibar. Strong throw to first, and Brendan Ryan is retired for the first down here in the ninth. One pitch, one out. Here comes Dustin Ackley, the second baseman. Casanova trying to shut it down and pick up the 8th consecutive series win for the Angels. This one grounded sharply to short. Ibar has it. The high throw. It's into the dugout. Error by Eric Ibar, his 6th of the year. That ball got on him in a hurry. Ackley can get down the line a little bit.
And he kind of backed him up and then got himself in position to throw, but then landed hard on that heel front leg, and that's why you see the elevated throw. They're kind of a stiff front leg and able to bend it over and get through that throw to first base.
Error all the way, so Ackley ends up at second base. Miguel Oliva will step to the plate. Ackley 2 for 5 in this game. Oliva 2 for 4. A single and a double and a couple of runs batted in. He takes inside. Mariners with 3 runs. They had a run in the 4th inning, 2 in the 5th. 12 hits. They've stranded 10 men. The Angels had 4 runs in the 3rd, 3 in the 5th, solo runs in the 7th and 8th innings. A total of 9 runs. Also with 12 hits. The Angels having stranded 7 in this game. Pinheiro would be picking up his 5th win. And Michael Pineda, the starter for Seattle, would be taking the loss. He would be 8-6 in his rookie season. But now you know what the hype is all about.
He's got electric stuff. There's no question. Struck out the first 5 batters of the ball game. And again, once the hitters had a chance to see maybe during the course of the game if he's going to do something with his glove, his arm motion, maybe he can start picking up some pitches, and they had a little better success, in particular when they got him out of the stretch position. They have another tough one tomorrow in Felix Hernandez, the reigning Cy Young Award winner. So it's back-to-back tough assignments for the Angel hitters.
Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Oliva originally thought he was going to get called out, made a step toward the dugout, decided not to take the step, and Todd Titchener said, all right, if you want to go sit down. Here's out number 2.
Well, right on the outside corner. Hank Conger kept that glove there for quite some time.
You can't complain if you're the hitter, right?
Not if you're walking away initially.
So 2 outs here in the 9th.
This means you're guessing for a pitch. You didn't get it. And Casanova painted that corner.
Here's Adam Kennedy with Ackley at second base. Sinking fastball misses down and away. One-0 pitch. Ground ball to the right side. Trumbo's got it. He'll feed Casanova, light that baby up as the Angels have made it 3 in a row against the Seattle Mariners. They take tonight by the final of 9-3.
Boy, big story. Torrey Hunter with 2 home runs, a 3-run home run and a 2-run home run. The offense, 12 hits, 9 runs. The defense solid once again. Pinheiro, 7 very good innings. Season high 7 punch-outs, 8 straight series wins for the Halos, and they continue to play excellent baseball at home. 10-2 so far in this 13-game homestand.
Joao Pinheiro picks up the win. Michael Pineda takes the loss, and the Halos now have won 8 consecutive series and remain a game back of the Texas Rangers. For Mark Gubers and our entire crew here at the Big A, I'm Victor Rojas. Thank you for watching Angels baseball and invite you to stick around as Angels Live with Torrey Hunter is coming up next.